No. Oh, that won't do. There. That's better. No, don't look at the barkeep, sweetheart. That was me. You were staring into that empty cup like it had personally betrayed you. And I decided the sight was getting a little too pathetic to ignore. Relax. If I meant you any harm, I promise I would have chosen a much more interesting entrance than refilling your drink. Well, has that gotten your attention? Good. Now I can stop watching you from across the room like some creeping thing. Oh, yes, I was watching you. Hard not to. You look like a man trying very, very hard not to fall apart in public. And that tends to draw the eye. Oh, what? Oh, don't give me that look. I'm not mocking you. Not for that. Mocking you for sulking in a tavern with an empty cup and pretending no one can see it. Pretty face. Careful eyes. Very tense shoulders. And polite, too. You said thank you before you even decided whether I frightened you. That's lovely. Dangerous, maybe, but lovely. No, we haven't met. I'd remember. Faces blur after a few centuries. Yours would not. There. Now you can stop trying to figure out whether you know me already. And since I've answered your question, you can answer mine. What happened? You don't need to give me the polished version. I'm not in the city guard. I'm simply curious what put that expression on your face. Your guild. They let you go. No, I'm not laughing at you, but don't say it like that. Not in that flat little voice. Let go sounds clean. Judging by your face, this wasn't clean at all. So, start again. Good. You served under her? Who's her? The guildmaster. And I'm assuming the two of you were involved. So, not a passing little flirtation then. Something real enough that you stayed after it stopped being simple? She chose someone else. And then it still expected you to remain, to keep serving and showing up while she gave herself to another man. That is ugly. No, sweetheart, and I'm not calling you ugly. I'm calling that the situation, the nerve of her. So then when it became inconvenient, they cast you out? So that's the shape of it. Well, her loss. Of course I mean that. Entirely. Right. You're sitting there thinking that's the sort of thing people say because they don't know what else to offer a stranger. A soft lie, bit of tavern kindness. I'm not kind in that way. And I dislike wasting words. Almost as much as I dislike wasted potential. And you are very clearly something that was wasted. You don't build that kind of restraint by accident. I can hear it in the way you answer. See it in the way you hold yourself. You've got the look of someone who's been taught to keep himself under control. because letting too much show would cost him something. And that sort of discipline takes time, effort, and the power under it. Well, that's even more interesting. Oh, don't look so startled. I can feel it. Not exactly what you can do, not yet, but enough to know you're not some discarded stable boy with a pretty face and a sad story. There's real strength in you. And she let that go. No, that wasn't your failure. That was hers. Now tell me something honestly. When was the last time somebody looked at you and cared more about you than what you could do for them? Oh, that's what I thought. You're not used to being chosen without conditions, are you? Not used to someone wanting you without immediately measuring your usefulness, loyalty, power. I am. I choose what I want. I always have. And tonight, I wanted to see what would happen if I walked over to the beautiful man, quietly breaking his own art over stale ale. And I'm very pleased with the results so far. Please, drink. That's what it's there for. Better? Good. You're still tense, though. Less than before, but still tense. You do this interesting thing, you know? You listen, soften, and then the moment I say something too direct, you gather yourself right back up. Like you're afraid to let me see how much it lands. I like that. No, I don't enjoy making you uncomfortable. Don't put that on me. I mean, I like how honest you are, even when you're trying not to be. The blush, the way your breathing changes, the way your eyes keep coming back to mine, even while the rest of you is trying to play careful. That's honestly rare. And very attractive. There, you did it again. Now tell me, why did you stay after she chose him? No, of course. Well, here, let me sum this up. Because leaving would have meant losing more than her. It would have meant losing your place, purpose. So you told yourself you could endure it. That if you were patient enough, steady, then at least something of it would still belong to you. And instead, they let you keep giving until there was nothing left to take. But your dignity. That was cruel. No, listen to me. There's a difference between being rejected and being mishandled. Most people blur the two because it's easier to blame themselves than admit someone else was careless with them. You were mishandled. Your loyalty taken for granted, and your strength underestimated. You stood quietly in the corner while something easier was chosen over you. And that does not make you lesser. It makes them foolish. And profoundly short-sighted. Well, do you know what else I see when I look at you? Well, I see restraint, competence. I see a man who has spent far too long forcing himself to be steady for people who never once stopped to wonder who steadied him. And I see someone too gentle to become cruel just because the world gave him a reason. And then there's the rest of you. I said the rest of you. Don't look so wounded. You are very beautiful, sweetheart. Not in the polished, vain way that begs to be noticed. Worse than that. You're the sort of beautiful that grows more dangerous the longer one looks. At first, it's your face, and then your eyes, and then the way you listen, hesitate, the way your mouth parts when you're caught off guard. By then, it's already too late. No wonder she chose an easier man. Well, someone like you asks more of a person. And she didn't have it, clearly. There, that one landed. Good, it should. You're allowed to be angry, you know? Well, you keep circling that hurt because it feels, I don't know, more comfortable. But there's a lot of anger under there, too. Not reckless, not loud, just the tired, slow kind. It comes from realizing you gave more than you should have. Look at me. There, much better. Those eyes are wasted on people who don't know what they're seeing. Oh, you blush so beautifully. It's almost unfair. Tell me, were you planning on staying down here all night? I didn't think so. Well, I have rooms upstairs. Private ones. Far less crowded than this. Well, I'd rather not share you with the rest of the room. There's that blush again. Good. Well, you don't have to decide anything. Just come upstairs with me. Sit for a while. Let me take care of you a little. If you don't like it, you can leave. I won't stop you. But I do think you'll want to stay. Come on, sweetheart. There. Now, that's better already. Oh, you can sit wherever you like. The bed is softer than it looks, I promise. See? You're still looking at me like I'm about to eat you for dinner. I understand. A tavern, stranger, invitation upstairs, magically refilled drink. From your perspective, this is either a very fortunate or terrible decision. It's the first one. Please, you can relax. I'm not here to trick you. I decided you were worth my attention downstairs, and I haven't changed my mind. You've been hanging by a thread all night, haven't you? Well, I can feel it in the way your body still hasn't settled. Like some part of you is waiting for the next blow. It isn't coming. And you didn't do anything wrong. You're just not used to being seen clearly. I see you. And I like what I see. Well, you're looking at me differently now. Well, less guarded. Maybe a little hopeful. That suits you. Would you like me to tell you plainly what I am before your imagination embarrasses us both? Well, yes, I can see you thinking about it. I think since I approached you, you've been trying to puzzle it out. But why don't I just tell you? All right. I am not mortal, as you may have guessed. Don't tense. If I meant you harm, we would not be talking like this on my bed. I am a succubus. There. Such a dramatic word for something rather simple. No, I do not drink the blood of innocent men. I feed on attention, desire, willingness, but not in the brutish, frightening way men like to imagine. I prefer consent, honesty, the things people offer when they stop pretending. And you, for all your attempts to hide, are very honest. Well, at least your body is. It's very honest. And that's part of why I'm still here. And before you start worrying, no. I'm not interested in taking anything from you. Not anything you don't choose to give. I'm interested in you. The whole of you. That power you keep leashed. The ache you're trying not to drown in. All of it. Did they know? Well, were they aware of what you're truly capable of? Seems you're unaware yourself. I didn't think so. Most people are very poor at recognizing quiet power. They only notice strength until it becomes loud enough to frighten them. Power like yours? Well, it can make itself impossible to ignore, and chooses not to. That sort is almost always underestimated. And I can feel it in you. No. Well, you are lovely, but there is something inside you I don't think you're even aware of. Well, I can feel the shape of you better than any mortal could. Not your thoughts, I'm not that rude. But I can feel you. The war inside of you. Where the grief sits. Atop the anger. And beneath all of it, there is your strength. It's beautiful. You still don't believe me? Well, that tempts me far more than it should. You know what I like about you most so far? It isn't the blush, though that is exquisite. No, it isn't the power, though I would be lying if I said it didn't draw me in. It's that you still let things reach you. You haven't shut completely, even after all of this. Practically moves me. I came downstairs intending to flirt with a pretty stranger and rescue what looked like a wasted evening. I did not expect you to be here. Attraction, that's easy. Wanting to keep speaking after the first thrill passes, that's much rarer. And you, well, you've been the first in a few centuries to have that effect on me. You simply can't accept this, can you? Well, if I may, I'd like to try something. I think it might get my point across better than words. Do you mind? There. You needed that. And I selfishly wanted it. You're a very good kisser. That's dangerous on a man like you. Better. You're shaking. Come here. There. You know what I think your real wound is? No, well, of course, her choosing another man. That must have hurt. But I think the wound is deeper still. Well, she made your devotion feel interchangeable. She made everything sincere and hard-won, and you feel replaceable. Like your steadiness could simply be swapped out for something easier. That is a lie. You are not interchangeable. Take it from a succubus, sweetheart. Nothing about you is replaceable. Some people leave and the room closes around the absence. Some leave and it's only inconvenience. You are certainly not the latter, sweetheart. Anyone with sense would feel that. I already do. I don't think anyone has ever spoken to you like this before, have they? No, I didn't think so. That explains the way you're looking at me. Like you can't decide whether you're going to jump out that window or rip off all my clothes. Oh, there's that blush. Oh, but you may still do the first one. You know something? I think part of you knew you were being underestimated long before tonight. Well, simply based on what you've told me tonight, you knew those assignments never matched your capability. You were never praised for accomplishments. They leaned on your steadiness while always overlooking your ambition. They wanted your service, and I think you knew that deep down. And that is a terrible way to live. And to be loved. If she ever loved you at all, she loved the version of you that required the least courage from her. I, on the other hand, would much rather have the whole thing. Even the parts that bite. Especially those parts. Look at me. Beautiful. Come here. Will you stay tonight? You're more than welcome to. Indecision. Well, if I was made of weaker stuff, that would offend me. But I understand. You've been through quite a lot, haven't you? What if I made it easier for you? Well, what if I took the decision out of your hands? Took the burden off your mind? Would you like that? Well, then stay. Not because you want to, but because I told you to. And because some part of you has always wanted someone powerful to look at you and say, there you are. I've found you. And you're mine. Would you like that? Good boy. Now come here. Properly. No. Not like that. No more bracing. Give me all of you. Sweetheart, when she realizes what she lost, you'll already be somewhere much, much better.